I just get the feeling, well, first of all, the hearing was on February the 1st.
Sorry, name and address, so we still need name and
Henry
address. I'm sorry.
Coleman, Henry Kerman, Fort Greene, well, Bowling Green. The hearing was on February the 1st. Today is the 13th of March. A month and a half. We didn't know about the hearing. I was there. I was at the annual review. I sat through all of that, and then I left. I thought the meeting was over. Because the notice in the newspaper just had a number, a resolution, 218-06. It was nothing. Not a single sign, not a letter, nothing to stakeholders, nothing. Now, I think your city manager, you don't even have a copy of the report or anything, and it's a month and a half later. Nothing. Sam, you told me that, I've been talking to Sam. Sam told me no one here was notified of any of this. Nobody came over here and asked you what you thought about, is it at least 536 trucks a day? Round trip. Think about that. At least. You told me nobody talked to anybody. I mean, I can, David, anybody call you?
No, sir.
You didn't even know about it. Shirley? Steve? No, you didn't know about it. You didn't know about it because I didn't know about it. And listen, when things happen around here, I usually find out about it. I get a lot of stuff. I didn't know anything about this. They hid this. And the reason is they hid it in 2016, they hid it in 2012. This is the third time. Now they just passed this, 200 additional trucks. In 2016, they only added from 55 to 68. Their argument was it was less than a 25% increase, so therefore it was not a substantial deviation, therefore it was not a major special exception. They just added 200. So think about that. 268, they can add another 25% of that next year without any deviation at all. Now, there's somebody on Wake Up Hardy that drives one of these trucks. He says they get paid by the ton. He says in Manatee County, they have to stand down 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon for the schools, for the school buses in Manatee County. So, you know that your commissioner, Colin Lambert, after your planning board member, Ralph Arcee, expressed his concern about his children riding the school buses and intermixing with these rock trucks on 1762, and how all the people's cars are backed up there taking their kids to school, and he's very concerned about that, and he wondered if they could carve out a piece of time for these trucks to let the school buses safely drop off the children. Right after that, Colin Lambert notifies Ralph Arcee that these roads, it's your road, Sam. Your road here is made for one purpose only, commerce. It's to support commerce. It's not for people. And it's for the businesses that are out trying to make $1. These workers are out trying to make $1, what Colin Lambert said. So he has to go with the resolution as the applicant submitted it. Then when it came up for the motion, Sue Birch couldn't wait to be the first one so moved. But she beat Mike Thompson. Mike Thompson had it all written out already. He was getting ready to read it because he didn't want to leave it as a temporary 1-year resolution that would come back next year to see if it worked or not. So he had it all written out to add for 2 years, guaranteed 2 years. So not only was it a blank check, like Frank said, trucks, no mention. I've asked this directly to the county planner, Todd Miller. Todd Miller, in his office, what's a truck? What's a trip? Well, I would have to go read that. What, hey, listen, the application came into you, it's got your office on it. Well, yeah, but the mining department is the one that did it. Well, the mining department, Wes Palmer, he's not even, doesn't even have a college degree. And what, you let Wes Palmer handle a major special exception? All by himself, and you didn't even read this? Well, I got a copy of it. I said, well, tell me what a truck is, Todd. By my count, if I was a truck driver and I had a truck and I got paid by the ton, I would make as many trips a day. Now, it's only 15 miles. Well, I live right next to that plant. I live right next to 633, the alternate route that they're going to take. I took that route over here tonight. So, how many trips do you think they're going to take in a day? I would say if it took them 3 hours a trip, they said they were going to operate 24 hours a day. They had a representative of Mosaic come up, sit down at the table next to Sam Pike, next to Todd, next to Wes Palmer, and she notified them that they will be operating 24 hours per day, nonstop, 7 days a week.
Oh my God.
So, let's say that they could make 3 round trips per day. 536 times 3. 4,288. It's a possibility. I don't know. I've asked the question. Nobody will answer that. According to Frank, according to everything I said, I think they can do whatever they want. It's a blank check. Now, I've talked to Sam. I asked Sam to put this on the agenda. He wouldn't do it. He says, Jerry runs the county. That's not true. Sam can fire Jerry tonight with you got 3 votes, Jerry's gone. I know the way this stuff works. For some reason, you guys are scared to death.
All right, that's enough.
No. Listen. Hey, I will tell you, if you try this, you're violating my civil rights.
Okay.
I'm warning you right now.
Okay.
I know a lot about this.
Stop.
Do not violate my civil rights.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm warning you.
But
Attorney?
please keep it.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it's my opinion. For some reason, this board appears to be deathly afraid
Those are the
to
ones.
stand up for the best interest of the citizens of Bowling Green. I don't know why. I mean, if I was sitting in a seat here, I wouldn't be sitting here 1.5 months later telling me that DOT might be running a show. That's not going to solve your problem if they put a traffic light here and widen an intersection there and do this. You put 2,000 trucks a day running through your town. Your town is dead.
Yes.
And it's not going to be temporary. It's going to be forever, because Mosaic has figured out they don't want to spend the money to build a new float plant. They don't want to do it. Chances are the rock is getting worse as they go south. So it's my opinion, Shirley, that...
Well, what I'm asking you is,
Pardon me?
we have it set that you can speak so many minutes, and
I would like the same amount of time that other speakers got, please. I would like that courtesy.
Just please stay on the topic and keep it brief, like we talked.
I'm saying that, Sam, you told me that you had an alternative solution that I thought was pretty good. I think that if they came up 62, I'm willing to give them that, even though that's the way I have to go to Wauchula, 62. But if they came out 62, got to 17, took a right-hand turn instead of a left, go down a little ways, well, what's the road they turn left on?
The RDA, where there's a traffic.
REA. Go down to REA, take a left, cross the river, go over on their own property. They own all that property over there. Take a look, get in the middle of that property that is absolutely worthless. It's going to be worthless for a couple of 100 years. They'll be long gone. And drive up the middle of their property right through into Polk County. That's the solution, Sam. Now, your commission should step forward and listen. If you want to thank me if you want to thank me, and thank the rest of these people here that had the guts to stand up to Mosaic and write the checks, to hire the lawyers, to sue Hardy County on behalf of Bowling Green, to fix this thing. You can do that. You can thank me. But it wouldn't have got fixed. You'd have trucks running here right now. Now, the reason that when you called Lex today, and he told you that you were going to be sitting at the table, you know why? Because they have to start over. Because of our lawsuit, they did not properly notify the stakeholders. They have to start completely over from scratch.
And please don't delve into that because that is pending litigation.
Yeah, you can just forget about that. I don't care about any of that. They have to start over because I've done it before. They did this before on zoning in the Commerce Park. Put up one sign. I know how it all works. And I don't mind talking about it. So you can thank me for that. Now you get a second chance at this. If I were you, Sam, and the commission, I would put my foot down. No DOT is going to save your town. They can't save you by fixing an intersection. I would put my foot down and I would say, no trucks. No trucks are running through Bowling Green. Period. We won't stand for it. And you're going to sue them. And you know, you're going to win. It's so easy. Major special exception. And you know this better than I do. You've been in the business. Requires the applicant to prove that there's not going to be negative impacts to the people that live here. They're going to ruin your town. It's so easy to stop it. It's your obligation as commissioners that represent the interest of your people. You have to do it. You don't have a choice. Thank you so much.
Amen.